Okay, so I got a bunch of comics last week at a real good price. This is the best of them. And my buddy tells me, he says, you got to get these clean pressed and graded. You make more money if you do it. And so I looked into doing it. I looked into CGC, and I graded this at like a 5.5 or a 6. I'm not really sure exactly. I'm not a perfect grader, but it's in good shape. Um, the worst thing about it is on the back. It's kind of dirty. You probably can't see that, but up close you can see that there's dirt on it, and there's a tiny little nick. There's like a nick down there. That might make the grade even worse. But so I go to CGC and I try to look into the pricing. I don't like CGC, but if it'll make me more money, I'll use them. And I look at their pricing, and I printed out the price sheet here. And so this comic is worth like $7.50 at the most. It's like $4 to $7.50, and they got a tier. Like it's based. Their prices are based on the value of the comic book. And so if your comic book is worth more than $1,000, if your comic's worth more than 1,000, they charge 65. You can't see it. They charge $65. There you go. If it's worth more than 3,000, it's $100. All right. So I'm going to pay $65 to get this thing graded. And I looked up. I don't have a printout, but I looked up the cleaning and pressing fees. That's about $35. And then you got to ship it. So that's $10. And sales tax. You got to pay sales tax on it. So that's another $10. So basically the total price is going to be like $95. And what's that going to bring up? The value. How much is that going to bring the value of this comic book up? So I looked on eBay, and like I said, it's $4 to $7.50, just the way it is. I think I easily get $500 for it. $7.50 would be tough. I've seen it sell for as much as $900. I actually saw one sell for $1,400, grade 6, with no, not CGC graded. And but that guy, whoever bought that, must be insane. So then I looked up CGC graded comics, the same grade CGC. They were selling average price $600 to $700. They went up to $800, $900, but $900 was rare. They also went up to as much as $1,200 at a 6, but that was super rare. So what are you looking at? You're looking at like an extra $200. If you could sell it for $5 without it, and then you can sell it for $7 with it, you're making $200 profit, not including all the selling fees like eBay's, trade shows, whatever it is. So you subtract $85 from that, and what do you got? You got $125 profit. But no, $115 profit. But what if it doesn't sell for $700? What if it only sells for $600? And what if the the cleaning and pressing doesn't bring the grade up, which happens a lot. I've seen a lot of videos where people, they're really disappointed with the grades they got, you know. So, is that worth it? Is it worth the $125 extra that you might get? Or maybe not. Maybe you won't get any extra money. And if you want to make that kind of like the $900, you know, that's a lot of risk. You're putting out a lot of money to hopefully make a large profit you're not going to make. So, to me, is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it because it seems like you're paying almost as much. I know you're only paying a little more than half of what you're going to get for it, but there's no guarantee you're going to get that. So if you're not going to hold it for a long, long time, you know, for years, then it's not worth it. It's just not worth it to me. I might get it cleaned and pressed because that'll bring the grade up. And if I'm willing to put it on eBay and just wait for that right buyer, the guy who's willing to pay $700 without the CGC, I can get it. And that does happen to me pretty regularly. If you're just patient, you can get more money. Thank you for watching. Bye.